But put yourself in the shoes of some of the boys who are playing the first game, second game on Friday night at Quins. Like, what are you feeling as you're kind of walking out for your first game?
It was a crazy experience. I won't lie. It was away at Worcester, which probably takes a bit away from the home crowd, but it was just a whirlwind of emotion of my proudness of being able to actually pull on a Sale Shark shirt, which is something I've wanted to do. And then there was obviously nerves, because you would be. Your first game for Sale is obviously massive, so you don't want to mess up. And then there's that excitement, that buzz. Everyone's going to get around you. Everyone's quite supportive, especially here. Like, no matter if it's your 50th game or your first game, everyone's going to back you. And especially as a young lad coming in, they were really supportive. So it was a great feel in the change rooms and then on the pitch afterwards.
Like, are you just thinking about kind of doing the basics right, or are you thinking about, really got to do something to stand out and put your hand up and show that you're something special?
No, I think that going in, especially with the coaches from what they were saying, focus on your basics. Like, these are the times to show your skill. And you don't have to do anything special. No one's expecting you to pull a whirlwind wonder pass, a super try. They're just expecting you to come in, do your job and do it well, because that's what you're there for, and they back you. And then obviously, if the chance comes, if the opportunity is there, they'll believe in you and they'll let you take those opportunities to maybe do something crazy. But first and foremost, they just want you to focus on your basics and do them as right as possible.
And how good a preparation is the Prem Cup for then stepping up? Because you played Prem Cup for a couple of years, and then you made the step up now, obviously, to the first team for Premiership games, Champions Cup games. How good a preparation is the Prem Cup for making that step up?
Well, it's class, especially in this environment, because we don't change much. So whether you're playing in the Prem Cup, whether you're playing in Europe, or whether you're playing in the Premiership, everything stays the same. It's just the team that might change a little bit. The coaches treat you the same. The training week's exactly the same. So you go in feeling like you're ready to play a Prem game, you're ready to play a Europe game. And then in terms of the competition, it's obviously who you want to play against. It's who you're challenging against for spots. And so it's massive. And the competition's there, but you just want to, in those games, show where you can be.
We haven't spoken to you since you were away with England, because obviously now you've gone from Prem Cup to Premiership games to European games. Now you've been called up for an England squad. How was that experience for you?
It was class. I mean, like, as a kid, that's what you grow up dreaming of. So to be in an international environment is huge, and to do it and to go in, get the knowledge. I wasn't really expecting much. I went in as an injury replacement, so it wasn't exactly like I was named in the squad to play. I was just there to get experience, and that's the way I took it. I just took it as an opportunity to learn. You're in and around the best players in the country, so you can take things from them, you can bring them back to your club, and you can try and implement them into your game, so maybe, hopefully, one day go back into an international environment and do your bit.
And how was it having some of your friendly faces from here, obviously a few Sharks in the squad with you?
Yeah, it was class. I mean, it made it feel a lot easier and a lot better to transition into, because I knew maybe 5 lads from here and maybe another 4 or 5 lads from other clubs that I've played in age groups for. So it was really nice. It didn't feel like a hostile environment when you went in. It didn't feel like you didn't know anyone, so you had people to lean on, people to talk to, so that was a really good place to be.
And it sort of whet the appetite for
Definitely.
Getting back in and doing it more.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, international rugby is where you want to be.
Yeah.
It's the pinnacle, so being at the pinnacle and playing at your best is what you want to do.
And you've got a weekend off this week.
Yes,
looking forward to having a nice, relaxing, put your feet up.
I don't know if it's feet up, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, we've got Bristol on Saturday, so it's not exactly like it's a long time away. So I think we'll just recover this weekend, recuperate, and then Monday we'll come back in and we'll go for it.
Do you find these weeks off helpful, kind of mentally, physically, to recharge the batteries?
Yeah, I mean, like, playing rugby week in, week out will obviously have its toll on the body, so to have a week off to recover is good, but mentally as well, it just takes your mind off things. You're not stressing about a game at the end of the week, you're not constantly thinking about what you have to do. It's a bit of a relax, so it's quite good in that sense, and then you can just focus on the next game after that. You can come back in, refresh, recovered, and go again.